Hi everyone, Mickey Jacobs here. Welcome to Angel Chat. You know the drill. Come in and say hi. So I know you're watching and I know who you are. I love that when you say hi to me. Thank you so much. I know some of you come a little bit later, but I kind of like to start on time. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Once again, I want to shout to those of you that send me topics for Angel Chat, how delightful they are. I just got one yesterday. Was just really fascinated. I'm going to include it next week and speak about it, but I appreciate it. So keep the topic coming. That would be really great. So thank you very much. As you can see by the description, I was inspired to talk about, because it's appeared that lately, maybe a little bit more lately than previous years, there is more and more resistance of people that are religious as to the level of religious, don't know, but people that are religious kind of resisting, or frankly at times not super kind, if you will, for people that are spiritual, which I'm going to touch in today's video as to what specifically that means, spiritual people, if you will. Certainly for colleague of mine and me, you know, when I speak about maybe a little bit more gentle subject of people that are religious, such as reincarnation, which I did last week. Hello, Michelle. Of course, Michelle is here. It's look, Michelle, like you camp out and waiting for Angel Chat. That's adorable. I appreciate. I kind of knew you were going to say hi first, so that's I greatly appreciate. So specifically, as spiritual teacher, or those of you that spread spirituality, it's appeared that religion, perhaps it's robbed religious people a little bit more. Nonetheless, I see it a little bit more escalated, if you will, and I thought I will talk about this subject, kind of give a little bit more advice, I miss you too, Michelle, a little bit more advice as to what we can do about it. Again, and you don't have to do what I do necessary, meaning walking with the public about spirituality and spreading spirituality, which obviously I will continue to do. But also people that are spiritual, that tell me, clients of mine or people that I see within my work, that live life spiritually, and sometimes they just go to gathering and they're at times intimidating to use the phrase that they are spiritual or what they believe. So I thought I will kind of touch the subject. So first and foremost, I wanted to bring up the fact that we're not going to change them. They're not going to change us. This is the bottom line reality. Shalom. Hello, Betsy. This is the bottom line reality as to what would happen. Nor do we supposed to change our belief system, where we are in our spiritual awareness, as well as our religion. Absolutely. So the first goal I wanted to reach, or the first message I wanted to come forward in that topic, is to accept it. Accept that we're different, we're meant to be different. Different, I mean, on life, on planet Earth. So I'm talking a little bit more on the bigger picture, if you will. Of course we're different. Within a family unit, everyone different. Sibling different, parents different. Family, this family as opposed to a cousin family are different. And so as one another from each other. And our belief system is not different. We're all different. So accepting that we're all different, that's, I think, at least for me, kind of gave me the concept of acceptance, which is a very powerful, very core spiritual, that you can accept, you know, what you change, what you can accept. And that's lead me to my original point. We, spiritual people, cannot change the religion people, where they're just accept where we are. However, accepting doesn't mean changing, doesn't mean being intimidating, doesn't mean this, you know, expressing our differences in a nice way. And really what sent me into the topic today is the way some people express it. I mean, you can listen, spirituality doesn't mean stupid. Just because we accept other people are different, and in this topic, obviously, the belief system, doesn't mean you tolerate not kindness. In the same way, a religious people feel within themselves to spread the word of God or spread the word of Jesus, which is very much real beloved guide. Do it in a kind, loving way. Of course, they will not change my mind that I am a medium. I mean, a lot of them say, you don't medium, it's not in the Bible, you don't exist. Sure, I exist. You think you can change my opinion that I am a medium? You think you can change my opinion where I get information to people I don't know? From spirit guides, from angels that are very much real. You think you will change the fact that I know for a fact that we do not die. We continue on, our soul continue on to spirit. Hello, Brandy. So, no, they're not going to change my opinion, and I perhaps not going to change their opinion, although throughout the years that I teach spirituality, whether via the reading or my event, certainly people came across from religion, from perhaps rigid rules or regulation towards spirituality. Now, is that everyone? No, is that not everyone? There is no everyone in anything. It's designed to be different. We designed to kind of reflect to one another what we can take, what we can grow, we can teach others. So the differences are indeed designed within life on planet Earth. It's how we express it. It's how we tolerate the differences. It's how much we express acceptance. I'm different, I'm spiritual, and you're not. You have a little bit more rules within your religion, and of course all religions are different. Also, when I say spiritual people, what do I mean? Because I realize it's kind of a broad topic, of course. I believe us spiritual people believe in a loving God. I do not believe that God would pluck people that do not follow him and take them to hell, and the rest I do, he don't. It's not in my belief system. It's not where I am right now. I outgrew it. I grew up in a Jewish conservative home when, frankly, I didn't believe in a God that is a punishing God and a tough God and a harsh God. Now I don't. I believe as God is energy that have an unconditional love, whether you are born again Christian or a medium. That is my belief system, as I do believe people that follow me, whether angel shot come to a reading or spiritual reading. That's not good or bad. It's just our take of God. It's where we are in our life, this point, in this junction in our life. As to a religious person, for whatever reason, they believe it to be true, that God is selective, that God or Jesus, as to their belief, that it would come down and, give heaven to the one that follow him and hell to the one that don't. It doesn't register to us spiritual people. It's not matter of convincing, it's just matter of tolerance or understand. Listen, I truly believe we all miss God. We all crave God back in our life. We all want him. We want to be close to him. And all of us think that this is our true interpretation of God, which I believe none of us are wrong. However, I really believe that when you have a spiritual belief, and I'm not just talking about spiritual belief, because certainly like Buddhism and other culture, that are a little bit towards spirituality of their belief system, there is less harshness, there is less negativity, there is less. Now, as you know, for those of you that follow my teaching, is there a place that is hell? Of course there is a place that it's hell, not necessarily the hell described in the Bible. Nonetheless, from the perspective of what I teach, which, by the way, I did channel from spirit over the years, then yes, there are very dense dimension, as I explained in the last video, one of the previous videos I did. So, of course, there is a hell. As to who go there, it's not God's decision, you go there and it's us. It's what we create. That's God's unconditional love to us. We can enter the spirit world in heaven, or we can enter the spirit world in a dense dimension where we can call hell. But it's have to be us. How decent human being, how spiritual, how loving, how tolerant, how unjudgmental on planet Earth as well as in other places in between life. So the one that punish us is us. We are the one that grow in a pace that we're supposed to grow. So Okay, so if that's not something religious people believe, that is okay, because they believe that their teaching is true. I have been there, where I grew up in Israel, absolutely believing in a completely different God, the God of the Bible, if you will. Is the Bible real? Some of it is real. A lot of it, I believe, is not. Perhaps human being wrote it. But this is my belief. So the point is, what I'm saying is, we will not change them. We, spiritual people, certainly people that work with the public and spread spirituality, which I do and I will continue to do, of course, since this is my path on earth. And they will not change us. The key here is to be tolerance, to be acceptance. And if someone is not nice, then really the joke is on them. Because if you claim that you spread God's word or Jesus, which is once again a beloved spirit guy, that all he was, came to planet Earth, and now from spirit he helped us human beings. If you express your spreading Jesus' word or God in a harsh, nasty way, where you swear and where you're not kind or where you hate, how is that mesh well with a loving God? It doesn't even make sense to me. It doesn't even register in my belief in spirituality, in what I teach, in what I gather from spirits over the years. It doesn't even mesh well, but it does to them. So that's okay. If they're not nice, you excuse yourself. You leave the room or just simply do not engage, because again, working with so many people for so many years in my work, I don't think to try to convert someone, whether it is us to religion and religion. Hello, Mike and Maria. Is it Mike watching? Or is it Maria watching? Or is it Mike and Maria? This is adorable. Every video I see when it says Mike and Maria. That's so lovely. So let me know if it's Mike or Maria or Mike and Maria. Either way, thank you for joining. So to convert something, and you know what, whether me trying to express to them, hello Sherry, me trying to express to them that spirituality, at least it's my belief, that's what I teach. Maria, is that Maria? Oh, that's that Mike. That's funny. Oh, I see. Okay. So Maria is watching. Bring Mike next time. Thank you very much. So, we will not convert them to spirituality. They will not convert us to religion. It's our experiences in life that help us choose one direction or the next. That's all to it. The reason I came from religion to spirituality, because frankly, to be quite frank with you, religion didn't make sense to me anymore. The rules, and I'm not talking about specific religion. I just happen to be obviously Jewish. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all religion, which I am familiar now, Catholic and Muslim and Christian. The rules and the regulation didn't mesh well with what I sense within me. The love of God, the unconditional of God to us, the non-punishment God, Creator, our Father, if you will. It didn't make sense to me about the religiousness, even the way they try to convert people to their religions. It doesn't make sense. Spirituality to me, to people that are spiritual, that come across my way, is soft. It's have great simplicity. Doesn't mean there are no rules. Of course there are no rules. Although the Creator is loving, and my belief, unconditional love to all of us, He does not. He's blind to religion. He doesn't see that. However, there are, as you know the way I teach, there are programs, there are consequences, there are reincarnation. I know a lot of religion people almost their feelings got hurt. If you talk about, I think it's called resurrection, isn't it, honey? Reincarnation? Isn't the same? It's not. I didn't know if that's what they mean. They don't believe in reincarnation. Why not? Of course reincarnation exists. Of course it's real to us spiritual people, to me, to what I gather information from spirit. The reason it's real, because God, with His great love to us, if we fail in one lifetime, if we are unable to use planet Earth for school, which is what it is, simply, then we come again and again. If we owe any karma or need to balance negative energy back to the universe, then we can come back again. To religion people, it doesn't resonate. Okay, don't believe in it, but don't be hating. Just accept. Tolerance. Know that this is my belief, this is you. And let me see. Oh, what is? Oh, Jerry. You see, I think you guys see the post. I think you do. I don't think it's only me see the post. And there is a claim, the person says, as a Catholic, I always had a hard time believing that God would judge us and send us to hell. But Jerry, so did I. I grew up religion. I grew up in a conservative Jewish home. I still have parents in Israel. And this is exactly, just because you call Catholic and I call Judaism, believe me, same harsh rules. I also believe in that. I was afraid of God. I thought he would strike me dead if I don't follow up the rules of the holidays and the regulation and going to synagogue. And that is exactly, Jerry, what I said, that when I arrived to the US, when I start learning about other religion, about other people, it would push me kind of towards what I knew. Thank you, Jerry, thank you. It pushed me towards what felt right to me. And what felt right to me felt, meaning sense within me that God cannot, that energy, that beloved energy that we call God cannot be negative, cannot punish us, cannot take some and leave some in the sideline. You know, however, once again, everything have great order. So there are programs, like I say, incarnation and karma, and of course, but no, I don't believe we go to hell, Jerry. And I do relate to you because I was also there myself. So we cannot convert anything to anyone to anything. And I'm not just talking about religion, even among marriage, even among friends, even among family, even among colleagues. The person need to come to their conclusion of a change by themselves. I did not change to be more spiritual and therefore follow the path of spirituality because someone convinced me that religion is good or not good. I came to it. That's the point of it. So the one that don't, either not ready, not interested, close to it, or simply, like Jerry and Mickey, still believe in those belief systems. That is okay. What I don't like is bashing other people or be not kind to other people. How is that mesh well with God and your belief that He's so loving? How is that represent Him? In a kind, loving way. You're not going to convert anyone like that, nor you should try. Believe in what you have to believe, and if people come to your church, fantastic, more power to you. And, yeah, hold on. That's funny, Betsy. Isn't the only hell is earthly incarnation? Kind of, Betsy. Did I got it right, honey? Yeah. Kind of, Betsy. That's kind of funny. It's true. From the perspective of us human being, not the soul. Because for our soul, an incarnation on planet Earth, actually, it's quite an achievement. It's quite heroic to come to this planet because it is a harsh planet and getting harsher by the minute. So, no, from the perspective of Mickey and Betsy, yes, sometimes life is very hard and we cannot comprehend how we're the one that chose this life and voluntarily incarnate into it. But no. The real hell there is once again, is the lower dimension where the vibration of the beings that reside there are very dense. And again, the higher the vibration of the beings, like the angel, the more they can closer to God, if you will. I don't mean in a physical place, of course. So just, it's important for me to discuss hell, of course, but that was funny. I appreciate the fun remark, Betsy. So, You can convert anyone. If you are in between, in religion to spirituality, go what work for you. Go to spiritual event and go to church. You would know what best for you, what feel right for you. Is what feel right to you could continue to follow up the religion? Okay, that's where you are. If no, like I did, then you dive into spirituality. Really spirituality, the reason I love it so much, first of all, it's God is energy, of course, which perhaps defeat the belief of religion, because as I know, being raised up to it, it's a little bit more a man with a beard and a cane, a little bit more characteristic of a human being, where it's not. It's an energy that in everything and everyone to a bigger, more vast perspective, of course, God. So in that respect, the difference between gods. Let me read it. Hold on. That's cute, Brandy. So for those of you that can read Brandy a post that, when you meet people that are very much into religion, they can kind of surprise you, which I have an absolutely very real example like Brandy, because I'm a chaplain in a hospital, and a lot of the chaplain are Christian. Delightful, beautiful group of people but are very much Christian. So when I met one of them in my first shift in the hospital, I remember meeting the man in the elevator. Remember that, honey? I remember meeting him in the elevator, and he said, "Do you believe in Jesus? Are you a Jesus person?" And like you, Brand, kind of threw me off, because I was ready to give him a hug. So, of course, that was 2 years ago, and now we're great friends, and now we just agree to disagree. And into that, what I asked him, yes, I very much believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus is wonderful. I believe he helps us from spirit. But my beliefs are probably different than yours. So again, as long as you express your differences kind, as long as you express your different in a way that God would be proud of you, not harsh. I don't want to shove spirituality down anyone's throat. The people that come to me, even people that come to me to test the reading, to see how it is, to see if it's true, to see if their loved one gonna come. I don't do the work, spirits do the work. And then those people leave one step forward towards spirituality. But it's not me. I don't sit then and preach them. Of course now. No, the more we preach human being, the more it will backfire on us. And again, I'm not talking about just this topic. I'm talking about any change that you would like to make in another human being. You got to do it gently. You got to do it kindly. You got to do it with respect. You have to do it in mind that you want to respect the other person, belief system, culture, past lives. A lot of things enter into where we are in a certain point in life. I love your remarks, post. I love your post today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. If you have any more question after video is done, then go ahead and send it, and I'll try to answer it, as I can. Perhaps a couple of days after the video, if I can. Then I can if I get too busy, then I kind of drift off with my work. But I can do that, of course. I greatly appreciate. I know today it was a little bit longer, Angel Chat, but it was really important to me, and I know the people that send the post. Here come Clayton staring at me again. Where's the animals, honey? Finnegan! I want to bring an animal here. Oh. Here is Ladybug. They just believe in their mommy and daddy. They're so precious. They just live life, don't they? So, do send me any remark or anything about the topic, and I extend the video today because I thought it's very important. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate your time every week, guys. Thank you so much. Continue to have the topic coming forward, and I will talk to you next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is 14 July, so look at the page. I might change it to Tuesday or Thursday. or leave it on Wednesday, but it is a holiday, I know. So thanks a lot. Kisses for you. Mwah. Much love. Be safe and happy, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.